Don't draw anything. Seriously. Put the pencil down. As a beginner artist, the mistakes you're probably making right now that are secretly ruining your art. And if you just watch this video first, you can avoid your drawings ending up in the Cursed Sasuke Multiverse. Every time I post a video on making comics, I see comments like, I don't even know how to draw, or I'll never be that good. But trust me, I started there too. Like, my early sketches look like fan art drawn during an earthquake. And if I could go from that to making art like this, you can too. So let's go through the 7 biggest mistakes beginner artists make that might be holding your art back, how to avoid them, and then level up your drawings. Starting with mistake number 1, drawing without reference. Now, when I was a beginner, I thought using reference meant I wasn't a real artist. If I looked up a pose, it felt like I was cheating. So I'd sit there trying to summon the perfect drawing from my brain like I was Doctor Strange casting a spell.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
And the results, yeah, not my best work. Some artists think it's like a flex that they don't have to look at anything when they draw. And while that's impressive, it's not realistic for most of us if we're being honest. This logic usually makes new artists like feel guilty for using reference, which you shouldn't. Like that guilt usually comes from when we're kids. Anyone who saw a kid drawing would instantly yell, "You're tracing," and that just sticks with us subconsciously. But here's the truth. If an artist has eyes and has ever used them, they're drawing from reference. You can't draw something unless you know what it looks like. So in one way or another, basically every artist since the beginning of time has used reference. Even those cavemen who are making art were probably side-eyeing a buffalo while they were carving it into a rock.
Our son got into your closet today.
Okay.
Anything in there maybe you wouldn't have wanted him to see?
No.
Really? You don't have any dirty pictures in there?
No.
Then how do you explain these?
Every pro artist, from comic illustrators to manga creators to animators, they use reference, not to copy, but to study. They'll pull up Pinterest boards, screenshot movie stills for lighting, or even take photos of themselves doing poses. That's not cheating, that's working smart. So next time you draw, grab a few images, study them, and use them as reference before you even start, because that's actually how you level up your art. But now, of course, even with the best reference in the world, there's still another simple but invisible mistake that keeps your drawings from looking unprofessional. And that's mistake number 2, not using guidelines. Now, I had a phase where I thought guidelines were kinda ugly. Yeah, I used to avoid them because I wanted my sketches to look clean from the start. And the problem is when you skip guidelines, you're basically trying to build a skyscraper without a blueprint. Everything collapses, and that's why your art looks flat and stiff. So guidelines are the hidden bones of your drawing. They give structure, proportion, and depth. And they're not a beginner thing, they're an artist thing. Even pros are using them. Everything you see can be broken down into simple shapes, circles, boxes, cylinders. That's all your guidelines are, as shapes. So embrace the ugly stage. It's not supposed to be perfect. Sketch your guidelines lightly. Use them to establish perspective and form. That's all. Then build your details on top of that. It'll upgrade your art by a lot. But clean construction lines will only get you so far. There's something way deeper that separates hobby sketching from real progress, and most artists skip it entirely. Mistake number 3, skipping the fundamentals. Now, let's face it, no one wants to learn the basics. But ignoring art fundamentals is like trying to become an A-list superhero without becoming an orphan first. In the beginning, no one wants to study boxes, perspective, or anatomy. But those boring drills are your training arc. Without form, gesture, proportion, your art just looks stiff and out of balance. And the fundamentals aren't fun, but they're needed. I'm guilty of this too, by the way. But the moment I actually started learning the basics, around the age of 13 or 14, the difference in my art from when I was 12 was massive. It wasn't perfect, but you can definitely see the visual improvement. So if you guys want videos on the art fundamentals I learned and how I improved my own art, make sure to hit subscribe for a future video about that. Now, even if you do get your fundamentals down, there's a completely different kind of problem waiting for you. One that can literally stop you from drawing at all. Number 4, bad posture. Now, if someone took a photo of the average artist mid-drawing, they'd look like they're doing motion capture for Gru from Despicable Me. Some of you look like this even when you're not drawing. Yeah, I'm calling you out right now. Stop slouching. Always pay attention to your posture. I learned this the hard way during my 90-day comic challenge video because I would draw for hours with no breaks and bad posture, all in the name of the grind set, and please don't do this. I injured my arm during the challenge, got carpal tunnel. That led to me losing progress on my comic, almost failing the challenge, and even being depressed. Luckily, I still managed to make like a last-minute comeback. If you want to see the end result of those 90 days, go read my webcomic right now by clicking the link in the pinned comment. Or just visit like drelexcomics.com. It's literally free, and if you're a superhero comic fan, you'll probably enjoy it. Make sure you treat drawing like a workout. Warm up your hands with stretches, sit like a human, not a shrimp, take breaks every 30 to 45 minutes. You can use pomodoros, shake your wrists out, loosen up, get a proper chair. Just if you don't, you'll end up in a lot of pain, or worse, you'll end up being built like Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
It all began on the day of my actual birth. Both of my parents failed to show up.
How is that even possible? Once you fix that though, a new enemy shows up. Not physical pain this time, but something way sneakier that quietly kills your art. And that's mistake number 5, staying in your comfort zone. Most artists are like Green Lanterns. Our creativity makes us overpowered, but we're held back by fear. That's why so many beginner sketchbooks are 90% headshots or chest up shots. We stick to what feels safe so we don't bruise our egos, even if it means staying stuck. Now, comfort feels good, but it kills growth. You can't evolve if you only draw what you already know. Every time you avoid something hard like hands or full bodies, you're letting fear steer and stop your art growth. I didn't know how to hatch or use strong blacks in my comic art or shading well, and I've started doing it more now in my comics. And although I haven't perfected it, I'm constantly getting compliments on my art improving just because I finally started getting out of my art comfort zone. Add one scary thing to every new drawing you make: a hard pose, a weird angle, a detail you've been avoiding. It'll look bad at first, but that's how you grow. The more you face what scares you in your art, the faster your comfort zone expands until it covers everything. Well, it covers everything except the bill when Green Lantern gets rejected.
Got a couple of pina coladas here just for the ladies.
Looks like you could use some just for men.
And you bitches can pay for your own drinks.
Mistake number 6 is comparing yourself to others. So you open social media and then you see someone your age drawing something so good that they could get kidnapped by Studio Mappa and forced to animate a final season. And suddenly your own art looks like crap in comparison. And I see beginner artists on my channel do this as well. They'll compare their art to mine and feel discouraged. But I'll tell you a secret. Every artist you admire, including me, has piles of bad sketches and flopped art that you will never see. So just focus on outdoing your past self like I do. Have you noticed I never make videos comparing myself to other artists? It's only my past self. That's the only comparison you should be making. You versus you yesterday. But none of that really matters if you don't beat the final boss of mistakes that stop more artists than all the other mistakes I've mentioned in this video combined. Number 7, the fear of making mistakes. Yes, the biggest mistake you can make as a beginner artist is being afraid of making mistakes. You know that Cursed Sasuke fan drawing that I brought up earlier in the video that usually gets clowned on every corner of the internet? Yeah, everyone laughs, but at least that person tried. They made something, they drew it, and they posted it. That's one thing you can never take away from them. Most artists never get this far because they're scared of being judged. They're scared their work won't be good enough. They're scared of the comments, the comparisons, the embarrassment of not being perfect. That fear is what keeps most artists stuck and keeps them from sharing their art. I've been at this for years and I still make mistakes all the time. I still have drawings that get hate comments telling me to quit drawing altogether. But I keep going because the difference between the person who improves and the one who doesn't isn't even talent. It's the willingness to look bad while getting better. So stop waiting for perfection before you share your art. Post the messy stuff, draw what scares you, and let yourself fail out loud. That's how you build real confidence. But knowing what not to do is only half the battle. The other half is knowing what to do, especially if you're planning on using your art skills to create your own cast of characters for your story. And that might sound hard and complicated, but if you watch this next video, I'll teach you the easy way to start designing characters.